Wimborne Town picked up their first 3-pointer of the season tonight, and this is their first home game of the season, winning 2-1 against a Godalming Town team that looked a lot better than their 5-0 reverse to Bolton Rovers on Saturday would suggest. After Saturday's disappointing performance at Yate, manager Steve Cuss made quite a few changes, went with a 3-5-1 formation with Scott Arnold, Sean Bryan and Ollie Phillipson-Masters at the back, Sam Griffin, John Blake, Jamie Davidson, Mickey Hubbard and George Webb in midfield, and the same starting two up front as we had at Yate, James Stocco and Mark Gamble. And it was Wimborne that took the lead first on 14 minutes, and a free kick by Mickey Hubbard was headed against the bar by Sean Bryan from what looked to me like an offside position. Mark Gamble was Johnny on the spot to head home the rebound. Wimborne's joy lasted only 60 seconds. An absolutely cracking shot from outside the box saw Godalming level. And it stayed that way for another 14 minutes when a defensive mistake gave Jamie Davidson the ball inside the box, and he weaved past a couple of defenders before being taken down. The referee pointed to the spot. Mickey Hubbard made no mistake, 2-1 Wimborne. Wimborne finished the first half well on top, James Stocco having a couple of headers, one over the bar and one well saved. But when they came out, if they thought that was going to signal an easy ride in the second half, they couldn't have been more wrong. Full marks to Godalming. They came out, they played really well, they ran really hard, and if anything, they had more of the game in the second half. Mark Gamble had a couple of early chances, which perhaps he'll think he should have done better with. But in the end, Wimborne weathered the storm. There's a lot of plus points for Wimborne tonight. Mark Gamble, James Stocco absolutely ran their socks up front. Scott Arnold had his best game for a while. Mickey Hubbard, I thought, was outstanding in midfield. And really, there wasn't a failure. Sam Griffin looked very, very good on that left wing, and I think he's a long way to making that his own, that spot. Steve Cuss brought on a few subs. Mark Kemble came on from Jamie Davidson on 62 minutes. Jamie was subjected to a pretty bad tackle, and it looks like he's damaged his wrist, and he's gone off to hospital for an x-ray. So Matt Kemble came on for him. Luke Whitley came on for George Webb with 18 minutes to go. A sign of the times, a sign that Godalming were threatening at that point. And then Adam Costello came on for James Stocco with 5 minutes to go. Stokes had, as I said, run his heart out. He looked shattered by the end. Still 2-1 to Wimborne, 3 points. Another home game on Saturday, Evesham United. We hope to see you here. Now I've got Steve Cuss with me after tonight's 2-1 win for Wimborne over Godalming. Steve, a satisfactory start home start to the season?
Yeah, I thought the lads were under a little bit of pressure tonight. Not because we lost on Saturday, but because of the performance. We've got a competitive squad here, and places are hard to grab, and we didn't quite get that on Saturday. So, the starting 11 tonight had to go out there and improve, and I thought the pace that we played the game at was the major improvement from Saturday. I thought the lads put in a great shift tonight.
You made quite a few changes from Saturday. Adam Costello and Luke Whitley dropped to the bench. You want to talk us through those things, the thinking behind that?
I just thought that the boys that come on Saturday sort of like give us that spark, and I thought that they deserved to play. I thought it was unlucky that Matt Kemble didn't start, but certainly Sam Griffin and Mickey earned that right to start, and Sam in particular is a player that we've got high hopes for in terms of his attacking the play, and I think he's learning this level, and I thought he did very well tonight.
For a team that lost 5-0 at home on Saturday, Godalming looked a pretty good outfit, didn't they?
Yeah, I've said a lot of people said, they lost 5-0 at home. It's going to be a bit of a walkover. There's no walkovers in this league. They're good sides. We don't know the circumstances to how they lost 5-0 at home, but you know that you're going to have a tough game every single game in the Southern League.
There's a few good performances, but I mentioned James Stocco and Mark Gamble. They ran their socks off tonight, didn't they?
It's something I said to the whole team. We needed to do more of. Our work rate needed to be a lot more than it was on Saturday, and they typified that, the front two. They enjoyed playing together, and I thought they were a threat throughout. James was unlucky not to score in the first half, and I thought Mark was unlucky not to add to his tally in the second half.
The downside of the game was Jamie Davidson sustaining an injury, had to go off with half an hour to go. Can you tell us what the latest news is?
We've just got fingers crossed really, because Jamie's a big player for us, and he's a real match winner, and we would believe it's something to do with his wrist, so he's off to hospital now, and fingers crossed he'll be okay.
Right. Steve, thanks for your time, and well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.